Hey everyone, Harry and I and Sally are back from our vacation. Now here's the real question. Did we maintain our weight? Did we gain weight or did we lose weight? Come on and let's discuss. Hey everybody, good morning, welcome all you new folks and welcome back everybody to Loving It on Keto. If you are brand new here, Harry, Sally and I, Sally's our little dog, went on a vacation. We did a road trip. Yes, we did. And for all of you folks who have been with us for quite a long time, we basically vacationed. We did not upload, but we did film. There were a lot of places where we really didn't have good internet, and with Harry's bad back, we couldn't get into a hotel and have him sit comfortably long enough to do uploads. So we just decided to save everything and play a little bit at the end of each video over the next couple days to share with the folks who've known us for a long time who want to see that. So we thought we would do it that way. Now, we stayed keto for our vacation. We took some food with us on the way. We hit it hard and heavy. Basically, we live in Phoenix, Arizona. We drove all the way to Ely, Nevada the first day, and then from Ely, Nevada to Mackay, Idaho the second day. Harry drove. He felt better because he could use his cruise control and rest his legs. We did have a cooler with an ice chest, and we took egg bites and we took salami, and we had a lot of keto foods in there, plus soda, sparkling waters and those kinds of things to take with us up to Lori's on the way. Now, we did stop, but we drove a very long time both days. By the time we got to Idaho, Harry was in a lot of pain. His back was killing him and he needed to rest. So we decided that Lori and I would do a sister road trip to go to Washington State. And we went as a memorial to my mom and dad. My mom passed away December 10th, and we shipped her ashes there to be buried with my dad, and they changed the headstone and everything. So that's where we went. So I'm going to share that information right here. Yellowstone Dutton Ranch, you guys. This is it. This is the movie and the actual ranch where they film it. So you guys that are Yellowstone people that watch the Yellowstone, the series, this is it. Lori and I are on our road trip doing everything for Mom. Harry can't come because his back was hurting him too bad. So it's Lori and I are doing a road trip, girls trip. So here we are. So we are in Clay Elam in Washington State, and I ordered a 12-ounce ribeye, and it came with vegetables. I got some butter. What did they call it?
Potato butter.
Potato butter, but it's butter. It's delicious. It's got like bacon and chives in it. Anyway, this is what I am eating for my dinner, you guys, and it looks amazing. Yes, indeed.
Hey everyone, it is Monday. We are in Clay Elam. We stayed at the, Traveler Lodge. We are at the Cottage Inn, and I have a monster omelet. Look at this. Ooh. And it is a combo meat lovers. It's got ham and sausage and bacon and cheddar cheese all over it. And we are on our way to buy flowers and go to the cemetery today. But I've got my coffee, got my omelet, and I'm ready to eat, you guys. So we'll see you guys in the next segment. But I've got to eat now. Harry, we're in Tinkham Campground. We got off to take the Tinkham Campground Road. Here's the river. I stopped to use the facilities, but I want to share it with everybody. This is bear country, so you got the bear cages, but this is the Snoqualmie River, and it is way low.
We tried to go to Denny Creek, but the road is closed. We went up to the summit just to check it out. Man, look at this big old tree. Yes, we used to camp here all the time. Love it. It is absolutely gorgeous and beautiful here. Just to check it out, I'm so excited. Brings back memories, everybody. This is one of our old stomping grounds. We'd camp here and then drive all the forest roads all over these mountains. It was just really fun. Okay, this is I-18, and it has been like that the whole way. It's down to one lane because they are doing it, and it is terrible. Right here's 2 lanes. I mean, it was bad, wasn't it, Lori?
Oh yeah.
We're at the Tahoma National Cemetery. We have a beautiful bucket full of flowers that we got at the Safeway. And it's beautiful. All the daylilies and everything. We're gonna go do Dad first. Busy with funerals today, unfortunately. Safeway cut for us and gave us a bucket in water. So we're gonna come over here and find Dad's grave. So Mom and Dad are together again. Where's Mom? Beverly Joyce Warren, together forever. There they are. We're gonna put some pretty flowers in and get them for him. One other thing, Jody, one of our viewers' son was buried in the same cemetery, Tahoma National Cemetery, that Dad and Mom are. So we asked for his information, Charles Hester, and we found him. He's on the same side of the parade grounds going straight into the cemetery, and we bought flowers for my mom and dad's grave, plus for Charles, so we want to share that information as well. Jody, we found your son, Charles Brandon Hester. He's right down from my dad, who's at the end in the crematorium area. He was cremated. Oh, this isn't going to stay up very well. There. Whoever put his flag up, it's still here, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's beautiful today. He does have a view of Mount Rainier. I don't know if you guys can see Mount Rainier here, but the parade ground right where Dad and Charles are buried, they've got a beautiful view of Mount Rainier. It's all snow-capped right above those clouds. So it's beautiful here in the parade ground. They're gonna do a funeral right next to Mom and Dad. One of the other spouses passed, so they're down there doing that right now. But he's down right there at the end of the parade ground, 9E. He's in 9E, gravestone 329. It was a beautiful day, and you could see Mount Rainier in the background. It's cloudy, but I took a picture. They have a great view, and Dad and Mom are in the back of the parade ground where the people that have been cremated are buried, and Charles is up towards the front, but they're on the same side. So it was nice that we were able to put flowers on Charles's grave as well and thank him for his service. Now, the interesting thing is when we got there, my mom and dad's next door neighbor, literally, spouse passed away. They were digging her little hole to put her ashes in, and the funeral was in a few hours, so the guys were right there. So it was very hard to do anything because they're so close together, and the guys were nice to kind of give us 5 minutes, but we didn't get to have as much of a memorial time just sitting there, because they needed to get their job done, because the funeral literally was lined up at the beginning of the they were lined up ready to come.
They were like 3 feet away from
yeah
them.
They were, and literally they were 3 feet away digging the little hole where they were going to put the little urn with the ashes of the spouse. So mom and dad basically got new neighbors moving in next to them when Lori and I were there. But it was very beautiful, and I felt very much at peace, fulfilling the obligations that you do for parents. I promised my dad when he passed away from cancer in 2008 that I would take care of mom, and we did. And Lori and I promised mom that we would see that her ashes got to the cemetery and she got buried with dad. Mom just always wanted to be with dad. So they're together forever in heaven and on earth. Yes, they are. We ate at Wingers. It's a cute diner. Great food.
Hey everybody, Lori and I are on the way back to her ranch. We are in Ontario, Oregon, coming into Boise, Idaho soon, and we stopped at Wingers, W-I-N-G-E-R-S, and I've got naked wings with their Parmesan, garlic, and I got a side salad with blue cheese, and Lori's got a delicious looking what's yours called?
It's like a honey ginger chicken salad.
Sticky fingers. You can have it with either they have grilled and they've got naked wings, which I've got, or they've got the breaded wings. So you've got a big choice, and this has got a great menu. They also give you a huge bowl of popcorn, which I am not partaking of, but when you sit down they give you a bowl of popcorn. So anyway, I just wanted to share what I'm having to eat on the way, staying keto. Yes indeed. You guys know what that means. Gotta eat now.
So it was really a nice trip. It was a sister trip. We talked about things that happened growing up, sisterhood, childhood, talked about a lot of things. It was a really nice trip just to have sisters, and I wish my sister Jill and Paul, and Jill, I know you watch, they live in Santa Marta, Colombia, and it was too hard for her to get away with everything, her obligations there and the trip. So we want to share all that with Jill as well. Another nice thing is we got to spend the day going and seeing Mom's house. You know, what did it look like? How is it doing still? I got to go see the house that Harry and I built in 1999, 2000, you know, up in Graham. I got to go and film where Jill and Paul used to live to show them what was happening there, and a little bit about Orting and the town and how things have grown and changed. So that was kind of a closure to all of those things. It was very, very nice. Now on the way home, I talk a lot about my friend Shelly or my friend Karen. They're sisters. I met them May 13th, 1998 at Northwest Net. It was a company, an internet ITT company, and we have been best friends ever since. And Shelly and I, she lived here in Arizona for a little while. She moved back home with her sister for a little while. So we met in Prosser at a Starbucks and talked about old times. I knew their parents, both of their parents have passed, so we kind of talked about the bittersweet and all of those things as sisters and as sisters. And it was just a really nice time and reminiscing and closure, I think, that we all had and then we're able to discuss. So that was very emotional, but in a good way. So we drove home, we drove to Pendleton, Oregon, stopped there, and then went on to Idaho. So I drove a very long time with a day in between that night to sleep and then onward driving. We stayed a full day at Lori and Ron's. Rain clouds came in. Harry was able to rest enough that he felt good. We felt that we needed to take more time going home because of his back. So we spent 3 days going home. And the last day we spent in Las Vegas.
It is 8:30 Thursday morning, and we are leaving Mackie. We are on the road. Yes, we are. It sprinkled all night long. It didn't really heavy rain, but it's supposed to be rainy today. Right, Harry?
Right.
How's it going, dear?
I'm okay.
Say hello.
Hello.
Sally's right here in Mama's lap. Say hello, Sally. Say hello. Anyway, you guys, first stop is Twin Falls for coffee.
Well, we've left Lori's.
We've left Lori's, and we're still in Mackie. We're on our way to Twin Falls. We're going I-93. We're staying in Wells tonight, even though it's only like 50 miles because of Harry's back. Harry's back has not been cooperating at all. We're going to spend the night, and we're going to go from there. So here's the valley. Here's the mountains they get to look at. They're surrounded.
Yeah, look how cloudy it is today. It's going to rain.
It is.
So, like Ron said, it was going to start getting cold. As of today, I go, really? He goes,
Yep.
It's going to start going down now.
Well, Ron should know.
Yep.
We're in cattle alfalfa country, so. Anyway, you guys, we'll share along the way, but we're road tripping it. Yes, indeed.
We combine the area's best food creation, tons of heart-pounding carnival rides, and 9 days of family-friendly entertainment. A fantastic.
You guys, we stopped at Golden Corral and we got baked chicken for Harry, a hamburger patty with some sauce and cheese. This is the taco meat with a little bit of cheese, sour cream, jalapenos, and this is like a loaded broccoli that I did for him. I've got the taco meat, a piece of cheese, some Brussels sprouts, some whole chicken, a teeny bit of turnip, I guess it's turnip greens, and a little teeny bit of coleslaw that I'm gonna taste. So I got coffee, and if something tastes too sweet, I won't eat it. But we've got, basically the meal is chicken and a little bit of taco meat. But Harry's got a nice breast and a nice thigh for chicken meat. I've got coffee, and Harry has Diet Coke, Pepsi.
Yeah.
We're in Twin Falls, and we just gassed up, and we are heading home very slowly. Yes, we are. So this is our first meal of the day, and we're going to enjoy it. So we'll see everybody in the next segment, but gotta eat now. So the coleslaw is sweet. I barely touched it to my tongue. It's sweet. This is either turnip greens or collard greens. It tasted sweet. I did not eat any of it. I ate my baked chicken. I ate my 2 Brussels sprouts. I ate about 5 string beans, and I ate my taco meat. I got skinless, boneless chicken breast from the salad bar area. And then I had some taco meat with cheese, sour cream, and I went to the salad bar and got some jalapenos. So I'm full. You have to look through and find everything. Thank goodness the chicken meat was baked and it had nothing on it. All the rest of the meat had sauces on it. They had beef sliders, which I took the bread off of, made sure Harry's hamburger patty didn't have anything on it, then put some sauce on that and a little bit of, from the Caesar salad bar, put some Parmesan cheese on top of his. So really, you guys, we stayed keto. Then I went to the salad bar and got bacon and some cheese for his broccoli and made loaded broccoli for him.
Really good, too.
So it worked out really, and there's a little piece of cauliflower over there next to it. So
You need to do the little tip of your tongue is sweet, and make sure that whatever you're grabbing doesn't taste sweet, because sugar, you can taste it very easily. You don't have to eat it. And I don't get any bread with any kind of sauce. We don't get any breaded meat either. So it worked out really, really well, and it was very inexpensive. So I put a little bit of this Texas Pete hot sauce on my taco that I made with just the taco meat. So I'm full. Harry's still working on his, but he's got 2 pieces of chicken, a thigh, and then a breast. That's the breast, that's the thigh, and then his loaded broccoli. So it worked out really well. And this is Golden Corral. You guys can deconstruct stuff and look for stuff that works for you and what you are into. Is it the best in the West? Probably not, but you know what? It was delicious, and we stayed keto. And that's the most important part. But now I'm going to enjoy my cup of coffee, which I put half and half into, and sit here and wait for Harry to get done with his. And little Sally's a good girl. She's underneath. And then down the road we go, you guys. We're going to stay in Wells, Nevada. We're going to go to Millis, which was an old 1800s whorehouse, ladies of the night, and they've made it into a little restaurant and a little history and a little gift shop. So we're going to go there when we get to Wells. What you got there, Harry?
Starbucks.
We're in Twin Falls. So what did you feel about Golden Corral? Do you feel we could eat keto there and stay on track?
Yeah, I do. Because it was all meat we had, really, except for the broccoli I had.
And a little bit, we had the cheese and the sour cream, but other than that, I think we did pretty good. Yes, they may cook with bad oils. Yes, they may be some hidden seasonings, but other than that, I think we did pretty good.
No, we did. Did really good.
Okay, so we're on the road to Wells, right?
Yep.
And the rain has stopped and the sun is out where we're at. So that's an even better idea, right? Sally has to stay in my lap for a little bit. She had a little bit of her coffee. The nice thing is you got this little lip right here, and I put coffee in here for her. She drinks that, I wipe it off, and then she's all good to go. She doesn't get the pup cup anymore because that's sugar and fat, and the vet doesn't want her eating that much fat. So she gets some coffee. But let me tell you, you know how it goes, Gladys, with Mariposa. See, look, she's looking for coffee. I don't know, is that a Chihuahua thing? Because Gladys, your little Mariposa, loves her sweet coffee, and Clarabelle and our little Chihuahua Sally loves theirs. So anybody else have a Chihuahua who loves to drink coffee? Let me know down in the comments below.
Yeah, because I want to know if it's a Chihuahua.
I want to know if it's a Chihuahua thing. She loves her
I don't
coffee.
know other dogs, they didn't go for it like she does at all.
Well, we had a Rottweiler that loved vegetables. She was a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Clarabelle wasn't hot on vegetables.
No.
She did not like vegetables. She was our little Boston Terrier. What are you doing? You were looking up ahead? You're watching? But this little one, I'm telling you, you go through Starbucks and that's what she wants. She wants her coffee.
It's almost like she'd like to have a cigarette.
A cigarette and a cup of coffee.
And a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird.
She's funny.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's funny, dogs' personalities. How many of you guys have dogs that love to drink coffee? Let me know. Hey everybody, we're on the road. We stopped by McDonald's for breakfast and we got scrambled eggs and a sausage patty. Told them to hold all the bread and pancakes. So for 2 of these, Harry got 1 and 2 large coffees. It was $11. And Sally would love to have some.
Oh yeah, she's
Sally ate in the room. So anyway, it's cheaper than going to a restaurant, that's for sure. And we are at a Love's gas station that has a McDonald's, and there's a nice grassy area. We're going to walk Sally afterwards. She can have a teeny bit of the eggs when we're all done, but we got giant coffees. Yes, we did. So we're going to sit and eat and enjoy the beautiful weather. Got our windows open, and yeah, this is what we're having. Keeping it keto, you guys. Yes, indeed. So I just put stevia English toffee in our cups of coffee. So I've got that. But I have real salt, REDMOND Real Salt, hickory smoked. Let me tell you, this has been awesome when traveling. Because you know, some of the restaurants don't use any seasoning, or they just use icky salt and pepper. So
Pull. There you go.
There we go. So I'm going to put a little bit on mine. And Harry's going to have a little bit on his.
Make it easier for you.
Thank you, dear. Sausage patties very rarely need any salt because they're salty to begin with. But there we go, you guys. Now, I'm ready to eat. Yes, indeed. We're driving through a valley, a huge valley, and on 93, coming into Eli, about 34 miles from Eli. Ely, pardon me, Ely, Cindy, Manka, and everybody else. It's Ely, E-L-Y, Ely. When do you speak for Eli? Anyway, you guys, it's beautiful today. We've seen several herds of wild horses. Just stopped at a roadside rest, and we're clipping right along. So we'll share. We're gonna go to the train museum in Ely if we get there in time, which I think we will. That'll be really cool. Sorry about the bug splattered window, but that's what happens when you travel. Sally is sleeping right down there in her little bed. She's loving it. Put a little towel so she can put her face down. She's a real good traveler, isn't she, Harry?
Yep.
Got anything to say to the folks, dear?
No.
How about hi? Anyway, you guys, we'll share what we do in downtown Ely.
There you go, Sal. Cow your size.
Cow her size. What is that? What is that? Come on. Oh, we're in Ely, and this is the casino. I didn't get the name of it. We'll have to get the name. It's got beautiful. Go look at the honey behind you.
What's this?
Riding through the valley of sorrow on a worn out horse, clinging to the reins, but his feet.
We're in downtown Ely, and we are at the Prospectors Hotel and Casino. They have a margaritas restaurant that's supposed to be absolutely delicious. So we're gonna go inside and check it out. Yes, we are. Love the boots. The hat matches my purse.
Yes, it does.
Yes, indeedy. And the door is going crazy, so I
let's
need
go.
to move.
Finally.
I have angel wings. You guys, this is beautiful carved angel wings out of white onyx. Aren't those beautiful? They have ice cream, coffee shop.
The vultures of Davos waiting to claim his soul. It is time to feel the desperation. What God is laughing at his face. The dark sins from a life of killing will drag him straight to is time to feel the desperation. While God is laughing at his face. The dark sins from a life of killing will drag him straight to hell, where there is no end.
We are in the restaurant of the restaurant casino hotel called Prospectors. This is a Mexican restaurant, and we ordered our food without rice and beans and salad, and a club soda.
Oh yeah, club soda.
Okay. We changed out the rice and beans for a salad. And I asked if my sauce on my chicken had any flour in it, and they said no, it's gluten-free. So it's going to be a poblano sauce on chicken with some cheese, and Harry's got carne asada, and so I'm very excited about the food. So anyway, you guys, got to eat my salad, and Harry's got to eat his salad. We've got blue cheese dressing. I have chicken in a mushroom poblano sauce with cheese. Harry has a carne asada with fried jalapeno and green chives, onions, and a little bit of guacamole. That looks delicious. So this is what we're gonna eat, and it looks amazing. So you guys, see you in the next segment. I've got to eat. I can't touch the plate. It's very hot. But I get Harry's guacamole.
Is the father of no child, the husband of no wife, just a lonely prey out in the desert, and he's looking to the sky, waiting for the end. Shadows of death will on my bones. The vultures of devil waiting to claim his soul. It is time to feel the desperation. What God is laughing at his face.
Look at that. They even got the only thing on this whole thing that's not metal are these seats.
Will drag him straight to hell, where there is no end.
Even the window rollers are metal. Everything on this thing is metal. They did a fabulous job on this one. I've seen a couple of these before. We've got some out by where we pretty much out where we lived. So yeah, look at that. Isn't that cool? Check out the horses, man. That's something. I was asking about this, and they just put this in, so that's why these guys are basically working on it. It's like an old chuck wagon.
His feet aside in stone. Is the father of no child, is the husband of no wife, with just a lonely prey out in the desert, and is looking to the sky, waiting for the end. It is time.
Get really in on it and pull out.
That's what I'm calling a meat fajita. Meat fajitas. It is chicken, steak, mushrooms, and shrimp. Yes, I said shrimp. Shrimp aren't bothering me, even though I had food poisoning. And then all of the fixings for it. I said hold the beans, hold the tortillas, hold the rice, and light on the vegetables, and that's exactly what they did. So I am very excited about it, you guys. So, yay! Harry ordered a double cheeseburger patty, and we said hold the french fries and bring a side salad. She brought it with a whole bunch of fries, so she took it back to dump the fries off of it and bring his salad because she wrote it down. She just didn't do it. So this is gonna have to cool off because it's just a sizzling like crazy. Oh, here you go, Harry. There it is. Perfect. Sorry about that. That's all right. So there you go, you guys. This is his. No, we're fine. That's all right. So he has got a double bacon cheeseburger and a side salad, no croutons. So he's gonna be good to go. I'm sure he'll be eating some of this, but you guys gotta eat now. This is the vegetables that's left. It's green and red pepper, mushrooms, onions, and I left my 3 shrimp. I wasn't happy with the taste of the shrimp with this, but I ate most of the chicken and most of the steak. I ate a little bit of the lettuce, the guacamole, all the sour cream, a little bit of cheese. I just don't like the shrimp in this particular mix, and I didn't eat the veggies, so. And I am full, and Harry ate half. Harry ate half his salad and all of his hamburger, cheeseburger, bacon. Yes, indeed. So you guys, we're full. Oh. But yeah, the vegetables are on the bottom. I picked through there, found the meat, and ate it. So I'm full. I'm happy. I had a lot of meat. I had steak, chicken, and shrimp. I wasn't happy. I had half a shrimp. Wasn't happy with it. So I'm leaving the shrimp, leaving all the veggies, and I'm full. So we'll see you guys in the next segment.
ET fresh jerky. What does that mean? It's made out of ETs?
From Area 51 cows that are going up in the spaceship.
Yeah, look at that.
You guys, this is a cute little place. We'll show you the little mural and the little spaceships here. You're gonna get the spaceship. Yeah, they got a little crash saucer. Look at this. We're near Area 51.
Yeah.
How funny. Come on, Sal. I gotta check out the saucer.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that, man.
This is as close as I want to get to an alien saucer.
Let's see the back side.
She's done.
Pretty good.
You did a good job.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, how cute. Emily says how cute. She's checking out the saucer.
Yeah.
They only let cows on the board, Sal.
Yeah. They only want like.
Isn't she cute?
They only want lips of cows.
Cow lips. Come on.
And udders.
Udders. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, the ground's not that hot. I always try to feel the ground so I don't let her walk on something that's hot.
Like they're saucers.
Yeah.
2 saucers.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little place picnic. If they sell a little jerky, they got a little picnic area right here. They sell almonds, ice cream, Area 51. And then go check out all of this stuff right here. Cute. Look at the little spaceships. And they got aliens painted on their little wall stage ship. There's the aliens in the desert. ET fresh jerky. Cute. Didn't have any early breakfast, so we stopped in Ash Springs. Harry got a Quest bar. What was that? Chocolate chip cookie dough?
Yeah.
When you have to get something at the gas station, you know, look for the best that you can, and he got a Quest bar. So, and I actually got an Atkins one. They had an Atkins bar that I got. So we've got our drinks. Harry got a Coke Zero, and I've got a Waterloo sparkling soda. And that's what we had, you guys. We didn't have breakfast this morning. We wanted to get on the road quickly. We've still got 175 miles to Las Vegas, so we thought we'd just grab something to eat here. So that's what we did. On the road again, Harry, right?
Yep.
We are at the Grand Hotel and Casino on the Fremont Street side. Fremont is literally right across the street from us. But you guys, take a look at it. It's a beautiful room. It really is. Look at the bathroom. Is in peacock colors.
Yep.
Peacock blue. Really nice walk-in shower.
Yep.
Sally's checking it all
Just gotta
out.
get it bigger. There we go.
Really nice. I even have a makeup mirror. This is making up for yesterday.
Oh my God. We didn't even want to even show you guys that room. It was so terrible.
But you guys, go look at what I have outside my window. They paint the walls of the building and stuff so you have something to look at. We have a little refrigerator. We've got a really nice closet.
Yeah.
And there's a safe.
Yep.
There's a nice dresser. We have a chaise lounge with a tray so you can recline, but you guys look outside the window. We don't have a view, but look what they have
what's
painted
outside.
on the wall. A peacock. Can you guys believe
Isn't that funny?
It's cool if you
That's
can
funny, right?
scroll up and stuff. So that you have something to look at besides a blank wall building.
Yeah, that was pretty neat.
I just thought that was super cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go across to Fremont Street, take a look, see what we can find, see what we can do from here. So basically we're gonna look and see what's in this hotel food-wise, and then we're just gonna relax and go from there. So very excited about that. We are waiting for our bacon cheeseburger at the Freedom and Beat American Taste and Tunes Bar and Grill in the ground floor of the Grand Hotel and Casino. Then we are literally right at the beginning of Fremont Street right here. You literally start right out the door, turn left, it's right there. But it's very hot, and Sally, we brought her little buggy so we can put her in it and push her, and we want to really do Fremont Street at night. So we're just kicking back and having a cheeseburger, protein style. So we'll share when we get our food. Yes, indeed. We found out you could order bacon, just a side of bacon. So Harry's got bacon. I've got bacon. We've got bacon. Yes, indeed. And instead of French fries or tater tots or any of the sides, we each got a side salad instead, and they gave us a nice big one. Extra dressing, and some mayo for the cheeseburgers that are coming, lettuce wrap style. So you guys, here it comes. Here we go. Perfect. I'll grab that. Perfect. So here we go. There they are. And this is what we're having for our breakfast today in Las Vegas, Nevada, you guys. But you know what that means? You gotta eat now.
We are at a fine dining, the Triple George Grill across the street from the Grand Hotel. And it's a really nice fine dining restaurant. We have our own little private booth. And we're going to be ordering steak. I'm going to be having the 10-ounce filet mignon with gorgonzola blue cheese melt on top. Harry's going to have the 12-ounce prime top sirloin with blue cheese gorgonzola, and we're going to share the charred Brussels sprouts with bacon. So that's what we're getting, and we've got some delicious ice water. Yes, indeed. So this is butter with an oil and vinegar and Italian herb dip for the French bread, which we are not eating. We're not even uncovering the French bread, but this is delicious. We can dip our steak in that because it tastes yummy. Garlic butter, a little bit of Italian oil and vinegar and Italian herbs around it. Our steaks came and we asked for gorgonzola blue cheese. It's my filet with my Brussels sprouts with bacon. And Harry's is a 12-ounce sirloin. Looks amazing. Diet Coke, club soda. Don't care for the straw. Anyway, you guys, gotta eat now. Fat filet. Ooh, that's too rare. That's way rare for me. Yeah. Okay. We had to send both our steaks back because they were rare, purple rare in the middle. And this is a high-end restaurant. So anyway, we'll see what we get back. Just past the little white chapel where Elvis marries you. You can get married by Elvis. We are on the way to a Starbucks that we Googled. There's one on Fremont Street, but you gotta walk to get to it. We want to drive through, and then we are gonna hit the road and get on home, you guys. Flamingo, a stuffed flamingo. Sally's standing right here. She wants to see it.
She wants to see. She wants to see Vegas.
Wants to see Vegas.
This is my first time, you know.
Yeah, what you doing? Can you say hi to everybody? Say hi.
Come on. Come on.
It's super windy outside here in Kingman. On the way home, we are at Cracker Barrel, and I've got the grilled chicken salad, no croutons, no tomatoes, no crackers, with a side of ranch and a side of blue cheese. Harry's got the Cracker Barrel cheeseburger, add bacon, no bun. So that's what we've got. He's got a diet soda and I've got a plain iced tea. And that's what we're having for our breakfast before we get home. We're in Kingman, so we're a couple hours from home. Wouldn't you say, Harry? About 2.5 hours from home. So that's where we're at. I'll share what we get when we get it. I'm gonna have to check out the peacock area because I have quite a few things from Cracker Barrel that have peacocks on them. So we'll be checking out the general store on the way out. Harry's got his side salad. We've got our REDMOND Real Salt and our English coffee better stevia for Harry's coffee. And I've got an unsweetened iced tea so far. So go ahead and eat your salad, dear. We only eat about a half, if a whole half of a salad wherever we go. When you guys see us have a side salad, that's instead of the French fries and all of that stuff. We usually eat just a little bit of it just to have some. So anyway, Harry, go ahead and eat.
Yeah, this is about all the salad I'm going to eat, man. I just went after the cheese and the bacon and the salad that was underneath it. I eat too much salad, I get bloated.
It's like me, I pick off the eggs and the chicken and all the stuff I like and have a little bit of lettuce with it, and that's what I eat too, so.
Food should be coming shortly, Harry. Let me show him Sally. She's got a corner all to herself. Yes, she does. Then I've got my chicken breast salad. They're bringing mustard and mayonnaise. And Harry's got his bacon cheeseburger. And this is what we're having to eat, guys, but gotta eat now. So you guys, I left the dressing. I tried the ranch and I tried the blue cheese, and actually I found out they serve Duke's mayonnaise, so I had Duke's mayonnaise and mustard on my chicken. If you look, I just ate my chicken, the 2 eggs, and 1 piece of cucumber, and I just basically leave the lettuce. I have the cheese. I threw the cheese over here. But basically, that's what I eat. I leave the lettuce. Maybe I'll have a bite or 2 of it, but I don't need it. And I really like mayonnaise and mustard on my meat anymore. So thank you. And she just brought me a iced tea to go. So I'm all set. So we'll see you guys in the next segment on the way home. Yeah. Looks like a giant came along and played like Lincoln Logs, stacked the rocks. They were coming down into the valley. All these rocks in here.
That's weird.
You know, Walt Disney came out to Arizona to look at the landscape and such for his rides. He did the Painted Desert, where he had a real mule ride before he made in Adventureland, before he took that out and put in Thunder Mountain and stuff.
Beginning of Frontierland.
It was Frontierland, the whole area. He came out in here and looked at the Pacific Southwest. Just in a Joshua Tree forest is what this is called. I know it's desert, but it's Joshua Tree forest. So just wanted to share that with everybody. Harry and I have not been to Las Vegas, would you say, for 30 years?
Oh yeah, at least.
At least 30 years. And you guys, it has changed. Now, we stayed up at the north end at the old Fremont Street area, but I'm telling you, it was very disappointing. And the drug addicts and the homeless population has hit most of the states. And we went to a McDonald's that was closed permanently. You had to go through the drive-in only. There was a Starbucks, same thing, because of the homeless situation. I was very disappointed because it was more run down and there were a lot of people that have issues that we saw more than anything. We drove part of the way down the strip, but we didn't go all the way down to the new end. But it wasn't fun for us. It wasn't anything. It just wasn't, we just didn't have a good time. Now, a lot of it is driven from the lockdown that everybody had. A lot of places have changed their policies and their businesses. No room services at the hotel casino that we stayed at. A lot of the restaurants close instead of staying open 24 hours.
Even the casino.
Even the casino, like at 3 a.m., they closed half the tables and everything else, and all of it is because of, number one, they can't hire people. They have so many places, and every single place we saw had signs in the window for hire, just like here in Arizona and everywhere else. So it's quite interesting. The prices have gone way up. The buffets are there, but the prices are huge compared to what they used to be. I mean, 30 years is a huge change, but still, we were not that impressed. And so that was kind of a wash. You know, Harry got to rest and we got to relax. We had a nice room, but it just was not the same. Now, we stayed keto the entire trip. We ate ketogenic foods. However, we did buy Quest bars a couple of times, a Quest cookie here or there. I also, Lori and Ron have a beautiful deck all around their house, covered deck, where they sit every night and have a glass of wine after they've done all their chores. They sit and look at the beautiful sunset, the mountains, the horses. It's absolutely phenomenal. Matter of fact, I'll insert a couple of pictures of the sunset here for you. They have deer and elk that come in and eat the horses' hay. We missed it by a day. Lori sent me pictures on the way home. Look what showed up. So I'll insert those here. Poor Harry's already rolling his eyes because it's like, I can't do all these things. But I got in the habit of having a glass of dry white wine on the veranda. And then Harry and I had, I think, a whiskey a couple of times. So even though you can have alcohol and you can have wine, that can absolutely interfere with weight loss, and it can also add weight gain. So how did Harry and I do? One more thing I forgot to mention, and this may be TMI, so you guys close your ears. I am not a good traveler in the intestinal bowel region, especially when you are driving and you're stopping at rest stops. And when you get out of certain states, they have the, what do you call them? Pit toilets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I get very gun shy, very shy about using pit toilets, other than, number one, I just have an issue, so I tend to get backed up. That's just me. I don't know about you guys, but my bowels are not a good traveler. So basically, we did a lot more driving, a little bit of walking. We did get to see some things in Idaho, but for the most part, it was a driving trip because of Harry's back. And so with that, how did we do? And we're going to share all the pictures of the food that we did film. And at Lori's, we had delicious elk and venison. She made elk and venison.
Yeah, I put that one on the first.
Did you put that one, Mississippi pot roast with that? Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
we've never had that before, and oh my gosh, that was absolutely amazing. When we got back to Idaho, I made a cauliflower casserole with my Spam cauliflower cheese casserole. It's like cauliflower au gratin, and Lori made a pulled pork version of the Mississippi pot roast, which is heaven, by the way. So you guys, if you don't have beef and you like pork, use pork chops or pork loin, chop it up, put it in your Instapot, put the stick of butter, put the pepperoncinos, put a little bit of the pepperoncinis juice and some powdered ranch dressing. It was awesome. It was awesome. So how did we do? Yes, indeed. Now, when I left, I was up to 188 and Harry was up to 182.6. I gained 8 pounds. Harry gained 5 pounds and 2/10. So I am not going to go up to 200. I was down to 171.6 at my lowest, and 165.4 was Harry. And we both need to get back on track, like very quickly. And the two things we are going to cut out immediately is all alcohol. No wine, no whiskey, no spirits, no alcohol, period. No Quest or keto treats moving forward. And we're going to limit our sweeteners as well, because we need to hit this hard and heavy. I have an idea in my mind of what I want us to do. So last night I took out some ground bison. I took out some chicken and I put my pickle juice in it. So it's been marinating overnight. And I think I'm gonna make myself, I'm gonna call it a challenge, but I'm gonna make myself a calendar and I'm gonna list out, it's easier for me to see it in black and white. So I'm gonna make myself a challenge for the next 30 days so that Harry and I can hit it hard and heavy. And I will share that with everybody tomorrow. Today I have unpacked, doing laundry, you know, all the good things that need to be done, and get all of those things settled, and then make some food and get back on track. So that's what we're doing today in order to do that. So Harry, how do you feel about the trip? How do you think you did, and how do you feel?
I did fine.
Except going forward?
Yeah, I would like to have gone to Washington, but I couldn't have made it.
No, I don't think you
No
could
way.
have either. We got home late. What day is today? Tuesday. Sunday evening. I called first thing yesterday, and Harry was able to go in and get a chiropractic appointment and a decompression, which really, really helped him, and an adjustment. And then he was able to do the icing. That was the nicest thing. That bodega, we put the ice pack in there, and he was able to utilize that even while driving all the way. And then the hotels that we stayed in, every one of them had a refrigerator.
Right.
And in the refrigerator had a little bitty freezer that he could fold up his pad and put in. So that worked out really, really well. But I am very upset that I have been gaining weight and have not been able to lose it. One of the things Lori and I talked about, it was funny because she said, you know what, you have always had such a hard time losing weight, even with your lap band. She goes, I think you have low thyroid or something going on, because she said there's no reason why you are not at.
Well, she's seen you eat.
Yes, and she's seen me eat. She knows what I eat. We were together the whole time, and so it's perplexing to her that I gain weight so easily and cannot seem to lose it as easily either. So, you know, it's one of those things, but it kind of made me feel, I know it's weird, it kind of made me feel good, Lori, for you to say that, because people that see us on our channel don't realize what goes on behind the scenes, or how much you really are trying to get the weight off, even though you're doing everything right. Now, there are things that creep. Carb creep. You know, eating those foods with all of the hidden ingredients and all of those things.
Well, we had to eat out all the time.
Some people can do that and lose weight, and other people cannot and gain weight. Now, the alcohol, I understand all of that. I didn't overdose on it. I didn't imbibe, you know, more than, like I said, a glass of wine or a whiskey, but I did have them quite often. So getting back on track, taking all of those out of the equation, I'm gonna make a calendar. I want to do some high protein, low fat days, or let's call it protein sparing modified fast type of days. I want to incorporate some 18-hour fasts, and I want to put that on a calendar. So I say, okay, today we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this. If you guys would like to follow along, that would be fabulous. Let me know down in the comments, or wait until you see what I'm gonna be doing. But basically, Harry and I have done high fat, low protein, you know, and that seemed to, for us to either stall our weight or cause us to gain weight. So I don't think that works very well for us. Harry bloats, and I bloat physically with eating some types of veggies.
Oh,
for him, salad, he bloats. You can physically see that on him. So when I do this, we're gonna limit, we're not gonna have cheese. Dairy, you can have a little bit of, you know, the butter and those kinds of things, but I'll make a calendar up, and it will go as of tomorrow when we start this. Now, we do have some keto chows left that I've made that we're gonna finish. I've got the vanilla cream, peanut butter, chocolate peanut butter, key lime, and guava grapefruit. These two are mine, these two are Harry's. Sally, we went and bought her chicken. She's doing really good on the Hills Science Diet for intestinal, for stomach issues. She did not have a problem at all while we were gone. Thank heavens for that. She really enjoyed the ride. We made her a bed in the back, so you guys see pictures of her back there, and she really enjoyed it. So she loved the horses. She's so funny because she's such a little puppy, but she was making cute little noises to the horses. And the horses were smelling her, and she was smelling the horses, and they had a great time. Lori's dogs are big dogs, and Sally's small with a back surgery, fused discs, and one paw could hurt her. So Lori and Ron have a huge dog kennel that Ron made that the dogs went in, and they sleep in there at night, and then they're loose during the day. And we just rotated the dogs, and that worked out really well as well. So anyway, you guys, I just wanted to get everybody caught up on where we are. I wanted to share the weight, and yes, we are going to be weighing ourselves and sharing that with everybody. I thought about bringing out the big board, but I thought it would be easier just to write on the small board what we eat every day, and then our weight, and then, because I'm going to be tracking on my carb manager and following a calendar to get myself back on track. So that's what we're going to be doing basically. Anyway, you guys, I hope you guys didn't worry about us too much. We tried to let everybody know ahead of time that we were going to take it easy. There wasn't probably going to be a lot of videoing, but we did save some. So you guys, we're going to share all those things. Anyway, you guys, I will share that calendar with everybody tomorrow. Tonight, like I said, I'm just cooking the ground bison for Harry and I, and I'm cooking my chicken for Harry and I. And you guys, I love it in pickle juice, but if you are salt sensitive, you can't take salty, and you don't like dill pickles, don't do this because you won't like it. But if you love dill pickles, you like a little bit of saltiness, it's absolutely heaven. I take a cup of pickle juice. I got this on Amazon. I put my boneless, skinless chicken thighs or chicken breasts in here, let it marinate a few hours or overnight. I did this first thing in the morning. I'm gonna put it in my air fryer, and we're gonna have chicken, and we're gonna have ground bison, and we've got eggs, and maybe we'll cook some bacon. So anyway, you guys, I just wanted to share everything. We're home, we're safe, we're sound. We did everything that we needed to do. I was able to have closure with my mom, and we had a nice vacation. So you guys, please remember, if you have not done so already, to like, subscribe, ring that little bell, give us a thumbs up, and we will see you right here tomorrow with my calendar and a game plan. Yes, indeed.